Hi, I'm Dr. Linda Larkey, and I'd like to share with you a little bit about the research that I've been involved in over the last, about 15 years. Most of the work that I have been doing in the last years is focused on cancer prevention, specifically how we might reach people to eat more fruits and vegetables and also to get more physically active. And then there's been quite a bit of focus on screening also, cancer screening for breast, cervical, and then most recently focused almost entirely on colorectal cancer prevention and screening. The history has been that most of the work I've done has been with Latinos in the community, and over recent years we've developed projects that have been funded by the National Institutes of Health, one placed directly in low-income clinics here in the Phoenix area, and another one that's out in the community. The clinic one is focused entirely on getting people to get screened for colorectal cancer, and we have developed a line of research that is focused on storytelling or using narratives for influencing people's behavior. So the clinic study looks at how we might influence colorectal cancer screening using a video that was developed with a story that staff and community members helped pull together that is very emotionally appealing and tugs at people's heartstrings, because Papa's probably got a problem and he goes into the clinic to get screened and the sisters are all concerned. So these kinds of stories have a tendency to really tug a little bit more at the emotions, and we're finding so far that there's an intention to get screened related to seeing that story. The other is working in the community setting, and we do sessions that are educational, and our promotores, which are lay health educators in the Latino community, teach about colorectal cancer prevention, including physical activity and also the recommendations for nutrition in eating more fruits and vegetables. And so we've developed over the years a number of programs and research projects that work with these communities, and out of that has grown another project which focuses on a particular type of physical activity, that is Qigong, which is, most people are familiar with Tai Chi, and Qigong is the more ancient, primordial, much simpler to learn types of exercises. And the studies that we're doing with Qigong incorporate a protocol over 12 weeks with breast cancer survivors who are very fatigued, with persistent fatigue, way past the time of their treatment ending. And our most recent study with that has come out with some very good results showing the effects of Qigong, improving fatigue with the breast cancer survivors. We're also continuing that work with colorectal cancer survivors, and in the community setting we're continuing to work with narratives in many contexts, including where we might be able to help women who have completed their treatment or even in the midst of treatment cope with their diagnosis through the identification with characters and stories that help them to cope.